Even Money was released in 2006. This is directed by Mark Rydell, it's written by Robert Tannen, and we have a brilliant cast, including Danny DeVito, Kelsey Grammer, Forrest Whitaker, Kim Basinger. Really great cast, but for me, that's kind of where the positive elements end. I wouldn't necessarily say it's a bad film, and part of it is down to personal preference, but I did find it to just be really tedious, and I think it's not completely down to personal preference. It's about a bunch of people who are gambling and these different stories and how gambling affects their lives. And as a concept, I don't hate it. In fact, I think it's quite a good concept. I think it raises awareness of an important topic and how it can affect different people in different ways. I don't think that that's badly done at all. But the actual events within the stories, within the messages, I just found to be really, really slow and not interesting. And yes, partly down to personal preference. I don't care about gambling, not really interested in gambling stories. But because I feel like it could have been quite emotional, there could have been elements of the stories and the characters' journeys that I enjoyed or that I found to be really fascinating. But I just found it to be slow and a little bit mundane. Every now and then something relatively interesting would happen, but it was few and far between, and it was never that exciting. The characters themselves, they're fine. There's nothing about them that's badly done, but I certainly wouldn't say I particularly cared for any of the characters, but they're well enough written and the performances are not too bad. So I'd say it's an average film. It's not an amazing film, but it works well enough. The characters are fine, the stories are okay, I guess. The messages and how it can affect people, gambling can affect people, is obviously the messages are quite important. I think they did a decent enough job of delivering those messages. Do I recommend it? Only if it sounds like something that would interest you in general. For me, at least, it's not one of those films where the narrative didn't really appeal to me, but I watched it and it was amazing. There are films like that. Unfortunately, Even Money is not one of those films for me. The cast was very good. The messages, yes, very good. But the narrative and the actual characters and their stories, they were fine. They were not bad, but I didn't really care for it.